Matters at hand. Princess Talanchi should be ready to speak with you regarding how to save our empire. I would go speak with her now. She has a planning area set up nearby.
Give my regards to the throne.
A guild bank, I see. Alright. Archaeology trainer. Punk peon. Let's see what she has to say.
To protect those who cannot protect themselves.
Good, you have returned. There is no time to waste. We need each other. My father believes he's indulging me. He has ruled for 200 years, many lifetimes of trolls. In his mind, the threats that face our kingdom are minor. I have seen too much to believe that. Since my father and his advisors would not help, I turned to someone who would. Your war chief needs our fleet, and I need her champions. So here is what we need to do.
Vengeance for the fallen. Time is short, so I will be brief. I plan to lead an expedition into the swamps of Nazmir to deal with the threat to our northern border. However, if you want our navy, you need the support of my father. Here in Zul'Dazar, his advisors plot against you. And then there are the schemes of Jakrazet in the deserts of Vol'dun. I have no doubt he is as big a threat to the Horde as he is to my people. We cannot be in all places at once. I leave it to you to choose your priority, review your maps, and decide which plan you will see to first. Times change, and so must the Zandalari.
My father once ruled with an iron fist, and none would dare break his laws, but he was also just, helping those in need, so his subjects loved him for it. Now, the iron fist is forgotten. Those he trusts pour poison into his ear as they plot and scheme. I do not know what they are planning, but I know our people cannot afford to wait and see. Can you repeat the plan? We'll probably just get the cutscene again, so we need each other. Make your choice when you're ready.
Zandalar will endure.
That's the introduction quest done. We get to pick one of 3 zones: Vol'dun, Nazmir, or Zul'Dazar. I am going to start with Zul'Dazar. We're already there. Might as well explore the rest. King Rastakhan is an ancient ruler who is not quick to trust new allies. We must earn his trust if we are to earn his fleet. Zul'Dazar is the seat of power for the Zandalar Empire, and a good place to start in winning over these potential allies.
There is much to do. Speak quickly.
My father's trust is not easily earned, believe me. Trust of a king. Well, now that you are settled in, you had best go speak with my father. You can find him upon the throne, his advisors close at hand, pouring poison in his ear, no doubt. The lift behind you can take you to the golden throne above us.
May your vestments be adorned with the skulls of your enemies.
The Zandalari do not seem to like me much.
Blightcaller, does anyone ever really like you? The war campaign. Saitor, a moment of your time. Before you leave the city, speak with me out on the Banshee's wall, on the docks. I have information to discuss with you about the war against the Alliance.
The Alliance is not going to wait for us to build a fleet before they attack. We need the Zandalari.
Alright, let's go upstairs, I guess. Is this the elevator? I already forgot. I don't see where else. There it is. Alright.
It is good to be the king.
Very prompt. Now I have need of your hands. Tal Garub, my prophet is a loyal servant. He has his own ideas of how things must be. I am sending him to Tal Garub to deal with a mess of his own making. One of his pupils, a witch doctor by the name of Voljamba, has taken the Gurubashi enclave as his own and has ousted my guards. Meet Zul at Tal Garub and ensure this nuisance is dealt with. Do not let him get distracted.
Rezan, grant you strength. You made this mess, my prophet. Now go clean it up.
As you will it will be so. Only, I have foreseen that Voljamba will not die by my hand.
Then take our new speaker with you and be done with it.
Ah, yes. They have proven themselves useful.
What is your business here?
Zolani, the Blade of the King, also has a quest. The port of Zandalar. King Rastakhan has given me orders to investigate the harbor of Zandalar. The claim Princess Taljini has levied against General Jakrazet for failing to maintain the safety of our kingdom is a serious accusation. For this task, I would have you join me so that I might have an outside perspective. When you are ready, meet me in the Grand Bazaar.
Watch yourself within our city.
I am the High Priestess of Shadra, lower of spies and poisons. And who are you?
Yasma, the Zanghuli Council. You there, speaker of the Horde, my spies have told me of dark heresy being practiced in our sacred temple of Zanghul. The king sent Loti and Ral to deal with the situation, but those two bickering council members are soft on their own followers. We need someone ruthlessly neutral. Go meet War Druid Loti down at the Zocalo, and she can tell you the rest.
Remember, I have eyes everywhere.
Alright, so we can't fly here, so we're gonna swap out our macro for something else. This macro is exactly the same, except it gets me on this mount, which is my favorite non-flying mount, because it has one special ability, namely you can walk on water with it, which makes it a more convenient option. Alright, let's get let's get going. Alright, there's a couple of options.
Speak your business.
I can already fly to another flight point. New places to explore. A harbor Saurid.
Do not concern yourself with a few petty crimes. We have far more important matters to address.
Do you need protection?
Let us get to work. Where are the gods? Princess Talanji has convinced King Rastakhan to permit outsiders in our port. For the first time in centuries, we have allowed non-trolls to set foot on our shores and peddle their wares, and now trolls of lesser tribes seem to think they can take advantage of these merchants. I will not allow this sort of behavior. While I investigate why the merchants are not protected, I want you to work your way through the bazaar and slay any thugs you find. Send them a message.
Zandala forever.
Rebel should be seen and not heard.
Yasma, the word of Zul. I have a mundane task for you. Our esteemed prophet Zul has words to distribute to very specific individuals in the port, and he requested you be one to deliver them. Don't ask me why he didn't just have you deliver these when you were here the first time. The prophet is notorious for not sharing all of his visions.
Be gone and take that foul smell with you.
Let's go and turn in the war campaign bit first though.
Out with it.
You're here. The war cache. First things first. Remember, this is a war. We accomplish nothing by simply adding the Zandalari to our ranks. We eventually need to crush the Alliance. You and I will be leading operations in Kul Theras, but first we need resources.
Get moving.
The war cache. We need to collect 100 war resources. Can be obtained from many places, quests, and treasure chests. I guess.
From Car.
Atrig is here, and I'm talking with him because there's a book icon right where he's standing. I have fought many wars, watched heroes and cowards alike bleed out on the field of battle, but this war feels different. It tests more than our mettle and skill. It tests our hearts, our faith in one another. Whatever comes, the Horde will endure. It must. I guess.
Stay strong. Loktar.
Kromash is here, the High Warlord.
I have just the thing for you.
The Honor Bound. Well, we can't buy anything from them yet. Banner looks like a modification of the traditional Horde. The tabard looks like a modification of the original Horde tabard, so... Let's go and kill some thugs while we deliver messages. Wow. Oh, there's another quest. Designer rocks, this I have to see. Shiny rock, smooth rock, fly rock, hard rock, magic rock. This one pretty worthless, ha! Not good for much. Good for seeing hat you buy from Habdash. This called good sail ogre ship. I met a small gnome who called it Eridimatic, but that name dumb. Not test well worth rock buyer is this good for throwing. Yeah, so this is joke. Plain hat box, a 2-pack hat box, 20 gold. Well, let's take a risk. We get twill covers twice. Because it's not too bad. The Tug says, me knife saying you give me a great discount. Mine said something completely different. Chaka the Ancient, a turtle. And a tug. Tortolans.
I do enjoy a wild rumpus. On occasion, I have even been known to partake in a tussle, or even fisticuffs.
Yes, these guys are old. Toki says, make Loch go. Hello, Sator. We Tortolans grew up hearing the stories of Lo, a Tortolan who had many adventures. These stories help to challenge a young Tortolan's mind as they try to figure out how Lo would make his way through any given adventure. Care to give it a try?
Always watch your back,
Tortolans
or get a
love
shell.
the story of Lo, a young Tortolan who traveled the world. When telling these stories, we ask young Tortolans to guide Lo around small mazes to complete different challenges. First, a simple challenge. Guide Lo to the goal.
Okay.
I have scars older than your language.
And how do we do that? Oh, here is Lo. Of course, my weakauras are in the way. And this is the goal, I guess. Oh, he turns and then you have to say forward.
Easy enough, right, hero? Now, can you guide Lo to the treasure and then to the goal without crossing the path he's taken?
Oh, I see. Fireworks, even. Well done! And we get a small Azerite fragment for that.
Well done, hero!
Is that it? We apparently automatically consume it. Yep, gained 50 artifact power.
You look like you've seen some action. We should swap war stories.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Oh no. And then I got better. Haha. Well yeah, I
Good
guess...
luck. Try not
Now...
to die.
Well yeah, you always try not to die. They were almost gonna finish that meme.
Knowledge is the best currency. But I do take gold and interesting trade-ins.
Scroll Sage Ruka. The scamps. You there. You've legs and need for money. I wish to hire you. Confounded, despicable, parentless children have been stealing my scrolls again. Those scrolls are dangerous in the wrong hands. What is worse, I believe these junior vagabonds to be organized. Find these street scamps and relieve them of their bounty, and I shall pay you for it.
Come back and barter sometime.
There they are. I'm gonna tell Mr. Nice on you. Keep an eye out for whippersnappers. Doomsayer Volkini. You! It is you. Zul described you to me once in perfect detail. You even had that thing on your face, just as he described. Do I have a thing on my face? Tell me, is it true? Have you brought me his word? When did you last talk to Zul? Years ago, when he returned with our fleet from exile, he described his vision of this day when the world would bleed, and he described you in great detail. Alright, ask something else. Show her the word of Zul. And she's gone.
Hello, man.
Zalandari cooking. We get cool tiramisu. We get health and mana over seconds, which every food gives, and you can get the well-fed buff that gives us critical strike. The next one is mastery for the Loa loaf. The ravenberry tarts give us haste, and the grilled catfish is just food. Now, I only got level 1, but been there and have a racial, remember? Get 15 extra points in cooking. So we're already at level 60 now. Meat vendor.
Got some coin to spend? You go be back.
Dinosaur meat. I don't know, I wonder what it tastes like.
Lower keep you.
Probably like chicken. Supposed to be something here. Is it above us? Apparently. The Steam Wheel Cartel's already here. Here's a scamp. I need a dot. There's a Sand Fury Dune Ride. How strange. Nokali the Scarred. Master of Messages.
Mind you step around me.
What is it, outsider? Show him the word of Zul.
Zandala forever.
So the time has come at last. I have been saving this message beast since the Thunder King rose. It would seem its days finally arrived. I guess if you can see the future. The princess not be here to save you now. And as the flight master.
Do you want something?
We arrived here earlier, so. Spy on your enemies, keep an eye on your friends, sneak a peek at the royal chambers. All with this incredible Whispering Wisp totem.
We got the good stuff, man.
Discarded heartstones. Definitely not stolen, nope, no way. So yeah, Grift is just here grifting again. Still need to show one more message. Three tugs following a fishmonger? No. Ah, stranger danger. There's a star mob. Up. So let's go up. Armani warriors are aggressive here. There he is. I guess we cannot scale that wall. Let's see if we can do this. We got some Azaroth from that as well. A one-handed axe, which is pretty useless for us, because we need daggers. I mean, considering this city, like, it's kind of broken in this part. Probably downstairs, to be honest. Bracelets?
Time to smash it!
A jeweler's kit and a setting. Voodoo.
Who you be? Watch your back.
What's this? Dyed spray linen, gathered from killing creatures, can be bought and sold on the auction house. So it's this expansion's cloth? Or at least one of this expansion's cloth. He sells mounts. Lost Platosaur. Reigns of the Pilehide Direhorn. And 5 million Reigns of the Mighty Caravan Brutosaur. A 3-person mount with vendors. I guess it's Grand Expedition Yak, but another version.
Bring you fortune.
Alright, so that is this guy.
What you want, rich man?
We also have the Lost Platosaur.
Better be watching.
Huh. Maybe it's not a mount?
What you doing here? Zandala forever.
Oh, I see. Wow, that thing has a big head and big eyes for a tiny body. Oof. I guess that's 100k well spent. He stealthed it. Sneaky boy. Is this the Caravan Brutosaur? The one that he's selling?
Show me your coin, and I will show you my wares.
Tends to be how it works, yes.
Come to trade. Browsing my competitors.
Quest! Witch Doctor Jala.
May the Loa bless your journey.
The Red Market, you came with Princess Talanji? I need a hand with a most unsavory task. Crimson cultists have made themselves a market for blood magic. This is bad, mon. This is very bad indeed. I need you to go down these steps and bring back any evidence you can of blood practices and destroy their chalice. Big chalice, don't forget the chalice.
Spirit's blessing.